Hi, I'm here to present on the case study Strategic IT at South Australian Water Project. We are here as a team of five, includes Samim, Karthik, Junaid, Suresh, and myself, Kirti. So here we begin. We introduce the case study, followed by we try to answer four questions proposed. The first one is, does the IS function fit the organization and its environment and the model of IT structure? And the second question is that key factors of Waterscope success and the emphasis to overcome risks on key factors of Waterscope success. And the third is issues raised at IS project governance. Followed by the fourth question is the attributes and expectations of a new CIO. Thereby we conclude the presentation. Well, the case study is an illustration of managing and aligning information technology in a way to support the growing business needs. Also, this case study is centered on the quality supply of water to Adelaide and the Barossa Valley vineyards. Also, this led to the more convenience on customer focus, modeling the IT infrastructure, and the outsourcing. To answer the first question, IS function with the organization and its environment. So, the model of IT structure is that there is a CEO who is David Johnston. Under his model of IS, the business owns both the information and the systems. And there is an account manager, Chris James, to develop the relationships with strategic business partners. And the contract relationships are managed by Ted Bodas. Paul Rafferty looked after customer support. Infrastructure unit, John Gredizer was responsible for both computing infrastructure such as LAN servers and telecommunications. Andrew Yates took responsibility for information delivery. Finally, Johnston developed internal SLAs, covered infrastructure services, customer support, and information delivery. The hierarchies, as discussed before, is well illustrated in the diagram, as you see. Here we have the information systems CIO in the first level of hierarchy. Under him is the manager and the account manager at the second level of hierarchy. And the subordinates follow as a manager and information delivery and the customer support responsibilities. To answer the second question, the key factors of Waterscope's success are the people, structure, methodology, technology, top team relationship, vendor support, and the project management. So, emphasis to overcome on key factors of Waterscope's success. Under these, each individual key factors are demonstrated below. Under people, the recruitment of new highly skilled employees were involved. Only skilled old employees were retained in the project and the training were emphasized. And for the structure, there are three organizational structures. Information Services Executive Committee to focus on reporting business issues at top management, Government Office to manage the standard of projects, Project Board to ensure the initiation, authorization, closure, and the review of projects. Also, the methodological factor includes Prince2 process, which is based out of the two both Project Board and the Project Governance Office to monitor and control all the projects. The technological factor includes water technology interface with the engineering technology, which paved a platform over the business intelligence project rather than being an information service project alone. And the top team relationship involve the vertical and horizontal team management. The IS team needs support from outsourced BA team and the system development team, which is costlier but productive. Vendor support involves service providers and the stakeholders. Service providers in this project are BA team, system development team. Stakeholders are water laboratory, information services, water services, and the executive management. And the last is the project management. The project management involved a wide outsourced management of service providers and stakeholders. Deliver the right information at the right time to the right destination, regardless of the location, is the main motto or goal of the project. Thereby, this led to the success. To answer the third question on issues raised at IS project governance, the issues raised are as follows: poor conflict management and miscommunication. As the two teams were located in different floors in the same building, this poor communication and conflict arose. This resulted in lack of communication and collaboration. Secondly, delayed approval process. Delayed approval process due to lack of available business resources. Thirdly, the poor communication again. There was not any formal communication plan or channels defined. Fourthly, poor project planning. Generally, the project planning process is that the SD team received the business requirements from the BA team and then constructed functional specifications. And these specifications are then approved by the SA water people. This has caused implication in the implementation phase of the project as the SD team could not proceed without the approval. Also, there was a limited resource bandwidth wherein the PDA testing could not be accomplished within 2 weeks as the resources were on vacation. And there was also confusion in the reporting structure as the DMR project manager initially dedicated to the BA team was then pulled out to attend a business trip in Melbourne. Answering to the final question on the attributes and expectations of new CIO. The personal attributes and skills include strong negotiation skills, excellent written and oral communication skills required by the employees, ability to present ideas in business-friendly and user-friendly language, exceptional service orientation from different stakeholders and service providers, ability to motivate in a team-oriented collaborative environment, ability to set goals and future project plans to overcome the poor project planning, manage and allocate resources well, expertise in aligning and leveraging technology for the advantage of the enterprise, good leadership skills, management skills to direct and supervise people, projects, and other business partners. In continuation with the previous points, the expectations are CEO begins by refreshing the IT infrastructure to support the required business applications. IT functions should have the capability to deliver business value through the management of multiple outsourcing vendors. Analyze a company's current technology infrastructure and align it with business strategic plans would be the biggest and main expectation. Develop and establish operating policies and approaches for computing and IT. So to epitome the presentation, the South Australian Water had many future projects to use IT to benefit the organization following years of low investment. Also, the WaterScope has also helped to identify additional business benefits that will be low cost to implement with simple expansion of the system. Thank you.